Big Brother, mainstream media, government cover-ups. You want answers? Well, so does he. He's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. And now, live from Austin, Texas, Alex Jones.
Look at the size of that thing. Cut the chatter red, too. Lock your X-foils in attack position while I cut across their axis and draw their fire. Ladies and gentlemen, we are fighting the New World Order. They're killing us left and right, but they're getting exposed all over the world. Major issues are developing everywhere. News is coming in so fast. Brandy Britton found dead in her Baltimore home. Brandy Britton.
That's old, but she worked for Palfrey.
She worked for Palfrey.
That's what they're saying in the email.
No, I know. Oh my God. The lady that we called to set up the interview that worked for Palfrey's dead. They killed her. I mean, they'll be killing all our girls. They'll be shooting them, throwing them off bridges, and the cowardly yuppies out here will say, oh no, it's quite normal. Brandy Britton found dead in her Baltimore home. Alexis is sophisticated, refined, educated, and articulate. This may be Dick Cheney's girl. God, man. She has 2 bachelors of science. I just said earlier in the last hour, get ready for him to kill a bunch of people.
Well, remember Jack Ruby is that 6 or 7 of the girls who worked in his strip club mysteriously suicided themselves within a year after the Kennedy assassination. So again, this is nothing new. This is one more part in the chain of the evil that is going on, and I really appreciate what you're doing, Alex.
But she'd been convicted. I guarantee you she was trying to get out of the country, keep her mouth shut. I guess they just got to tie up loose ends. I wonder how many girls they're going to kill. Jeez, man, they're so evil. But to them, it's war. I mean, they kill 1 million Iraqis. Why not kill these girls?
Mm-hmm.
Alexis is sophisticated, refined. Oh, by the way, you think you're going to get away with this? You're all losing your pension funds. They're going to take everything you got. By giving in to these guys, you let them win. They're going to have their way with you now. I am just blown away right now. Let me read this. Alexis is sophisticated, refined, educated, and articulate. She has 2 bachelor's degrees of science, 1 in biology and the other in sociology. She holds a Ph.D. from an elite university. Oh, yeah, she killed herself a few months ago. That's right. Yeah, that's right. Same thing, though. They're getting rid of the loose ends. And this is the one that Palfrey was hinting was with Cheney. We'll see what happens. You know, I'd forgotten about her killing herself in suspicious circumstances.
Well, I know you've had Kathy O'Brien on your show before.
Yes.
And Kathy O'Brien, for 15 years, has been talking about this in her book, Transformation Over America.
Yeah, Cheney likes women. He's one of the few in the guild, he won't touch men. Yeah.
Yeah.
He likes to rape women and break their jaws, is his favorite thing. Reporting, according to her.
Yeah, and for those of you who have not read the book Transformation Over America, it is one of the saddest books that you will ever read, but it is one of the most educational. And
by the way, when I snuck in the Grove, I didn't believe, and then I got other pieces later. Mm-hmm. What she's saying fits with stuff that only you'd have to be in there to know. And at the, I've been at the Grove also, and that little hotel right outside there. That's where they keep all the prostitutes that they used to bring in there, and then they would snuff. In Monterey, the little town right outside.
Yeah, and they would keep them there, and then when they got too old, they'd snuff them. I mean, this is unfortunately it's sad, but it's true. And the fact is that this is the only radio station that I know that is talking about this stuff as clearly. Now, there's a few others, that are doing it, and I really appreciate it.
But they mainly obsess on one issue or the other.
Well, anybody who has the courage to talk about this stuff is just got tremendous courage, because the truth has to come out.
Well, here's the deal. These same guys are the ones who are genetically modifying everything, already giving rise to super bacteria, super viruses. They're the ones causing so much destruction, super weapons. Mm-hmm. And in their writings, they say, we are nihilistic, we are destructive, we are killers.
Well, they're vampires. They have a separation consciousness, and they believe that the only way they get power is by taking the energy or the power of somebody else. And quite clearly, anybody who really is in connection with Source or God or whatever you want to call it, the creative energy knows that there is infinite source out there, and there's infinite, prosperity and health and love for us.
But these people dam that up. They hold it all
Absolutely.
to themselves.
And what they are doing is that they're doing everything they can through the food, through our education system, through the media, to cut us off from the reality that we are divine beings, that we are spiritual beings having a human experience. And they want us to believe that we're human beings having an occasional spiritual experience. And through the change of the food, through the fluoride, through the chemtrails, through the insane television set, through this insanity with football, and I love football, but this constant destruction of the consciousness of the people of this world, not just in the United States, but throughout this whole world, they are making the people slaves, and they're doing a heck of a good job at it.
Absolutely.
We're not going to take it. The tide has changed. They know it. They can feel it. The momentum has changed. People, 15 years ago, you talk about this stuff, and people, they'd look at you, you were crazy. 10 years ago, they'd get in your face and be so mad. Now, wherever I go, people are coming and talking to me. They're sharing information. They're bringing me stories. They're sharing this information with their friends and their family. And because we have the objective information, and because we are supporting the universal law that all human beings are part of this creation, and that this world and this culture and this thing called our constitutional republic are worth preserving.
They are. I actually had my news article in here that Paul Watson wrote about this top globalist head of the Kissinger Group, where he just comes out and he admits everything. But it was here in my stack. But while I'm finding that, one example of how this huge awakening is taking place is Ron Paul's book comes out today and is #1 on Amazon. By the way, we sell it at InfoWars if you want to support us too. Have the book there discounted with some other things. But I'm so freaked out about what's happening, so focused, really. Not even freaked out, is not the word, so focused. Now, I get more and more focused every day that I don't even spend time plugging my books and videos and things we sell. A, that supports us, but B, more importantly, these are powerful films, whether it's Washington, You're Fired, that we carry discounted, or this isn't even available yet until the end of the month, but it's available here. We have it. American Drug War that I consulted on and that I'm in, exposing how they bring the drugs in and how it's all a big scam. And this is starting to come out. This is starting to happen. Here is the story, Elitist Blueprint for World Government Revealed. I'm going to put this up on the document cam for everybody. And you can see the cover of the book here if you're watching on prisonplanet.tv right now. You can see the cover of the book, and it's got the globe with a key attached to it. Hard to talk and run the studio here. I'm getting better at it, though. Superclass is the name of the book, and this is the head of Kissinger Associates, one of the head guys at the Carnegie Endowment for Peace, which causes war. And in here, they just come right out and say, we're taking your freedom, we're going to take the web, we're going to take your property, we're going to rule you, we're going to get rid of your country's due process. And he goes and gives interviews basically saying, but it's a good idea because we're the 6,000 experts and we know best. Show your comments on David Rothkopf.
Well, this is just one more of dozens and dozens of examples going back to Adam Weishaupt in 1776, going, through Marx and Engels, going through Albert Pike, going through Lenin and Stalin, and going through all the socialist and the communist and the collectivist, and now what we call the ultra-capitalists, which are not capitalists at all.
They're monopoly capitalists.
They're monopoly capitalists, and it's a cabal of people. Kissinger has been. We've got dozens and dozens of things from Rothschild and Kissinger and from the Rockefeller saying the exact same thing. And this, I became aware of this not only in my mind and my intellect, but my heart and my whole being, 15 years ago. And so I am fully aware of this. And, the fact is that these people are living in separation consciousness. They consider human life to be trivial. They consider only themselves and their own family to be of value.
And that's a key point. Once you can decide to kill 1 million Iraqis, bomb them, once Madeleine Albright in an NBC interview can say, 700,000 dead Iraqi kids, in the
Was
last.
it worth it? And she said, "Yep."
Yeah, it's worth it. But if it's her kid, she's not going to say that. And see, they tell us there's no morals. They tell us nothing matters. They tell us they don't have to follow the rules, but we do. This is just an elitist argument they use. They're absolute scum. And here's the deal. I want the viewers to know this. It's either us or them. And here's the problem. A normal person, a good person, loves other people, does some wrong things, gets competitive, but feels guilty about it, has that connection to everybody else, understands we're all interconnected. That's why you don't want to do something bad to somebody. It's because you feel like you're doing it to yourself, because in the law of the universe you are. But these people are a cancer. They grow, they control, they metastasize, they think they're winning. They're really an anathema. They're really a malfunction. They're really like antimatter in the rest of this universe. And to them, I mean, it means nothing to kill people. It means nothing to kill women. It means nothing to rape children. To them, raping a child is like eating a hamburger.